The Albion arrive at Selhurst Park to renew their great rivalry with Crystal Palace. The Seagulls are desperate for their first win here since Glenn Murray and Anthony Knockaert led them to victory in 2019. Not only for the points that will propel them up the table, but for the bragging rights that make days like today and games like this extra special. And Sarr, away from two, away from three, forward for Mateta, brilliant from Sarr, Mateta over the bar. First sight of goal for Jean-Philippe Mateta, and he didn't hold back. Mateta went first time and wasn't a million miles away. Good work from Van Heckeren, a lovely touch from Jorginho. Jorginho has it again, rolls it on for Minte. Brighton moving it well here. Vifa, and Vifa's cross flies across goal. Danny Welbeck was in there looking for yet another goal. Excellent overlapping from Mats Vifa. Hadioglu in. Henderson was flapping a little. Comes to Minte. Minte whips it in. Well one back by Gomez, who smashes it towards Henderson, well saved. Dunk back across. And a flag has now been raised. Diego Gomez, who scored twice last week, thwarted by Henderson. Great cross from Minte, really testing. And Gomez said, I'll have a bit of that. And then smacked it goalwards. Henderson was there. Diego Gomez is Brighton's top scorer in all competitions this season with 7. 4 of those coming against Barnsley in the League Cup. Now Munoz, look at the space, so much of it. Mateta, touch back for Sarr, and what a stop from Verbruggen. That looked destined for the back of the net, but Bart Verbruggen showing all of his qualities here. Great layoff, first time from Sarr, and that is a splendid save from Verbruggen. Plunging low to his left, strong hand. Wharton was caught, but he's found Sarr. What a brilliant pass. Sarr wide from Ismaila Sarr. Twice in a minute, Crystal Palace's flying winger has come close. Genius from Wharton. There would have been a tight VAR call and an offside flag there because he was off, but he missed the target anyway. Danny Welbeck looking for the flag there. He wanted it raised quickly. Wharton loses it to Gomez, who's done brilliantly. Brighton could be away right on the stroke of half-time. How will Gomez use it? Gomez to Minte, and it's well wide. Huge chance. Just as the clock strikes 45. All Gomez's work to wrestle it back from Wharton. 3-on-2. Gomez uses it well. Minte begging for it. And he didn't set himself well enough for the finish. Slides it wide and Henderson can just see it safely out. Yeah, one of those finishes from Yankuba Minte. And Hecker on the stretch, Baliba. And then Ayari, Jorginho helps it on for Vifa. The Flying Dutchman helps it on for Minte. Vifa again. Managed to get it back to Minte. Minte's cross is a belter! And Henderson with the stop, and he grabs it at the second time of asking. Almost the perfect start to the second half for Brighton. Wharton Winning it back from Baliba, and it's through for Wharton, and on for Sarr, and he could be in here. Baliba's got back. Baliba falls for Kamada, he can't control it and whips it wide. A big escape for Brighton. Huge chance for Crystal Palace to take the lead. Oh, Baliba trying to turn away from Wharton, who read it. They worked it so skillfully. Sarr leaving defenders for dead. Kamada couldn't control it, and then wide in the end. Well, the goal was gaping. Defenders were falling over themselves. Kamada couldn't apply the finishing touch. Well, one back by Jorginho. Vifa forcing it to Minte. Jorginho's there. Here he is. Jorginho holding off one, holding off two, going down. It's over the bar. Penalty, the decision. Jorginho felled in the area. I think it was JD Cambo who caught him. And Tim Robinson had a good look at it. And then points to the spot. Massive turning point in the game. Jorginho doing ever so well. Not sure who clips him. VAR may well have a look at this. It's not certain where the touch was. There's a forest of legs in there. Jorginho certainly takes a tumble. But Tim Robinson may need to have another look at this. Paul Howard on VAR has had his look. You can see why Tim Robinson pointed to the spot initially. It happened at such speed, and there were so many Crystal Palace shirts surrounding Jorginho. Very rare, of course, that when VAR asks a referee to have another look, that they go against.
After review, Brighton number 10 initiates contact with Crystal Palace number 10. My final decision is indirect free kick and yellow card for simulation.
Well, that is bad news for Brighton. He's having a look himself. He seems bemused by why this has gone against him. Out to Kamada, nicely worked. Kamada, dangerous position inside the area, beautifully done into the side netting. Did absolutely everything right until the finish. Movement was excellent, the pass to find him was wonderful. The feet here so quick, and then the side netting, the end result, not what Crystal Palace were looking for. Veltman's there, and he's held by Mitchell and penalised. A yellow card for Joel Veltman. Cards coming thick and fast now in added time. Well, it looked as if Joel Veltman made a clean connection with the ball on that tackle. Tim Robinson disagreeing. Across. Missed by everyone. Pino drives it in for Bruggen. Had to be alert. That's a really vital save. Might have hurt himself in the process. Everyone missing it. Pino didn't. Caught hold of it. It was heading in as well. Swal's heading in from Pino. Shows you how good a save it was. And there is the full-time whistle. The two managers exchange a warm embrace. It wasn't a derby day to remember. but an important point nonetheless. Both sides huffed and puffed but couldn't find a way past two resolute defences and two in-form goalkeepers. It ends at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 0, Albion 0.